As the sun begins to shine brighter and Gemini season approaches, the month of May promises to be a time of revelation, renewal, and unexpected shifts. Whether you're ruled by Mercury's quicksilver energy or just curious about what's ahead, one thing is certain: something is waiting for you this month. From love to career, personal growth to cosmic surprises, the stars are aligning to bring change, and it's closer than you think. Get ready, Gemini. May is your month to step into something new. Love and relationships, a spark rekindled or a new flame. Gemini, when it comes to love in May, the universe is setting the stage for something powerful and potentially unexpected. With Venus bringing magnetic charm to your chart and Mercury, your ruling planet, moving direct early in the month, things are finally starting to flow again in your romantic life. Whether you're single, dating, or committed, love gets a cosmic boost this month, and it's coming from both the past and the future. For singles, eyes wide open, a chance encounter or a fated return. If you're unattached, this is no ordinary month for romantic possibilities. A chance meeting, perhaps while you're out socializing or even just running errands, could turn into a flirtation that crackles with chemistry. Someone you meet might seem oddly familiar, like you've known them forever. That's no coincidence. The energy of May is stirring karmic connections and soulmate vibes. Even more interesting, someone from your past might reappear. It could be an ex or even a friend you once had feelings for. Before you shut the door or throw it wide open, check in with yourself. Is this nostalgia, or is there something real here worth revisiting? The stars are saying, don't rush, but don't hide. This is your time to explore, to let your heart guide you without overanalyzing. For those in relationships, rekindle, reconnect, renew. For those in relationships, whether new or long-term, this is a time for reconnection. If things have felt off lately, May offers the perfect backdrop for heart-to-hearts, romantic getaways, or just meaningful quality time. Gemini thrives on mental stimulation, and now is the perfect time to reignite that spark through open dialogue and shared curiosity. Have you been avoiding a hard conversation or skimming the surface of deeper feelings? Mercury supports honesty and clarity now, and approaching your partner with vulnerability could transform your bond in unexpected ways. This month, your emotional courage is more magnetic than any surface-level charm. The lunar factor, turning points in love. Keep an eye on the new moon around mid-May, especially around the 19th to 21st. This lunar phase is known for new beginnings, and for you, it's lighting up emotional clarity and romantic potential. Whether you're ready to let someone go, welcome someone in, or recommit with intention, this moon supports fresh starts and heartfelt decisions. By the time the sun moves into Gemini around May 20th, you'll feel more aligned with yourself, sharper, more confident, and emotionally awake. This shift may illuminate exactly who or what your heart has been waiting for. Gemini love advice for May. Trust your curiosity. It's guiding you to emotional truths. Don't ignore red flags, but don't fear green lights either. Be bold enough to speak your truth, even if it shakes things up. Let go of what no longer fits, so something better can enter. This is a month of movement, momentum, and magnetic encounters. Whether you're falling in love with someone else or falling back in love with yourself, May invites you to embrace the romance of change. Career and money. A bold opportunity is on the horizon. Gemini, your professional world is buzzing with potential this May. With Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, and deals, resuming its forward motion early in the month, the fog begins to clear. Ideas gain traction, conversations become more productive, and bold opportunities start revealing themselves, especially in the second half of the month. This is not a time to play small. A window opens. Say yes to the unexpected. May is planting seeds of expansion in your career and financial sector, and something you've been contemplating, whether it's a career pivot, a side hustle, or a long overdue conversation with a boss or client, could finally start to manifest. You may receive a job offer or freelance opportunity that comes out of nowhere. recognition for something you've quietly been working on, a green light on a project that had been stalled for weeks or even months. The key here is to stay adaptable, which is your natural strength. That offer might not come in the package you expected, but if you trust your instincts and read between the lines, you could uncover something incredibly rewarding. Finances. Time to think bigger and smarter. Financially, this is the time to be both bold and strategic. You're being encouraged to look at your money not just as income, but as a resource to grow. Consider asking for a raise, increasing your rates, or exploring passive income streams. If you've been wanting to invest in yourself, be it through courses, certifications, or tools to launch your own thing, May is giving you cosmic permission to bet on your own value. However, Mercury's shadow may still stir a few details early in the month, so double-check contracts and paperwork. Be clear in financial negotiations. Avoid impulse spending, especially on tech or travel. Mid-May, turning point. Confidence meets opportunity. Around the mid-month new moon, expect a mental reset. You may suddenly see a path you hadn't considered before. By the time the sun enters Gemini, around May 20th, your natural gifts of communication, wit, and versatility are on full display. You'll be magnetic in meetings, persuasive in pitches, and sharper than ever in navigating complex situations. Gemini career tips for May. Speak up. Your ideas carry weight and clarity now. Don't wait for perfection. Action breeds results. Reconnect with past colleagues or clients. Something fruitful could emerge. Protect your energy. Not every opportunity is meant for you. Personal growth. Transformation through communication. Gemini, May is your turning point, not just in the outer world, but within yourself. As a sign ruled by Mercury, you're wired to express, question, and connect. But this month, the universe nudges you to go deeper than words, using your gift of communication as a tool for genuine transformation, not just conversation. This is the month where how you speak, listen, and understand yourself begins to evolve. Mental clarity returns. The inner fog lifts with Mercury retrograde, finally ending early in May. You may notice a major shift in mental energy. The confusion, second-guessing, or emotional distractions that clouded April begin to fade. Suddenly, things make sense again. But the real growth isn't in just regaining clarity, it's in what you choose to do with it. Now is the time to revisit old journals or notes. You may discover powerful patterns. Have long overdue conversations with friends, family, or even yourself. Begin speaking your truth, not for approval, but for healing. This month teaches you that growth doesn't always mean change. It often means understanding. Your voice as a catalyst for change. You've always had a way with words, but in May, your words carry more weight. Whether you're writing, speaking, teaching, or simply expressing yourself in creative ways, you'll feel a magnetic pull to share something that matters. Don't ignore it. There's power in your story. Others are waiting to hear what you've been holding back. Consider launching a blog, podcast, or video series, opening up to someone you've been emotionally distant from, using affirmations to rewire self-doubt into self-trust. Even if you're more introverted, your internal dialogue this month is just as transformational as what you say out loud. Emotional depth. During the new moon in Taurus, around May 7 to 9, invites you to go inward and redefine your relationship with self-worth. This moon doesn't just mark new beginnings. It asks, do you value your voice, your time, your energy? If not, this is your moment to rewrite the script and start showing up as the version of yourself you know you're becoming. By the time the sun moves into your sign on May 20th, you'll likely feel a rebirth of identity, a clearer sense of purpose, and a growing desire to live and communicate more authentically. Let go to grow. Some growth may come from releasing outdated roles or beliefs. You don't need to keep being the peacekeeper, the comedian, or the overthinker. Growth for you now looks like saying no with confidence, asking for what you need without guilt, embracing silence as much as speech. Remember, just because you can explain or justify something doesn't mean you have to. This is the time to trust your inner knowing over external validation. Gemini growth guidance for May. Journal daily, even if just a sentence or two. Practice intentional listening. What are others really saying beneath the surface? Start a truth ritual. Speak one truth daily, out loud, to yourself or someone else. Take a digital detox, even briefly, to hear your own thoughts again. Surprise twist, a hidden message or unexpected journey awaits. Gemini, May isn't just about predictable progress. It's about the unexpected. Just when you think you've figured it all out, the universe throws in a mysterious twist. But here's the catch. It's not random. There's a hidden message, sign, or invitation that's meant just for you, and your job is to stay open enough to recognize it. This surprise won't necessarily come with fireworks. In fact, it may appear as a quiet whisper, a strange coincidence, a message from someone you haven't heard from in ages, or even a dream that lingers long after you wake. The message: pay attention to patterns. In the first half of May, especially as Mercury clears its retrograde shadow, you may notice recurring themes, signs, or synchronicities. These could come in the form of repeated numbers or symbols, like 1111 or feathers. Hearing the same song, phrase, or name multiple times. People from the past suddenly reaching out. These moments are not to be brushed off. They're breadcrumbs leading you toward clarity or change. The universe is trying to get your attention. Keep a signs journal this month. You might be surprised by how the pieces start to fit together later in the month. The journey, a sudden shift in direction. For some Geminis, May bring a literal journey, a last-minute trip, relocation opportunity, or an unexpected reason to pack a bag. For others, it's a spiritual or emotional journey, a realization that shifts your path, even subtly. This is a month where a casual conversation changes how you see someone or yourself. A chance encounter inspires a new direction. You're guided to explore something you once dismissed. This journey might challenge your comfort zone, but that's where growth lives. Don't resist it. Follow the energy. Trust your inner compass. You don't need to plan every step. You just need to follow your intuition, which is especially sharp right now. Even if logic says wait, your gut might say go. And in May, your gut is likely right. Ask yourself, where am I being pulled, even if it doesn't make sense yet? What have I been avoiding that keeps resurfacing? What if the detour is the path? Revelations in reflection. Around the full moon, likely around May 23rd to 24th, expect a moment of emotional revelation. Something hidden may come to light, whether it's a truth about a relationship, a career decision, or even a limiting belief you've been unconsciously carrying. This is the kind of month where a twist in the plot reveals not just what's next, but who you've truly become. Gemini, insight for navigating surprises. Say yes to invitations, even if they seem random. Meditate or journal on recurring dreams or symbols. Be curious, not fearful, when plans shift unexpectedly. Ask the universe for a sign, then stay open to receiving it.